4 days after powerful winds gave fuel to what began as a small fire in the LA area and exploded into a conflagration. Today, firefighters are still on the scene.
And they'll be there for days. Evacuees returned to what was left of their homes. And Steve Nielsen has been in California for the past few days. He has an update tonight from the Palisades.
This is the Palisades community here that was completely wiped out, destroyed by this fire. I want to show you what was destroyed, though. It's not just houses and structures. These were family homes. The proof of that here, you can see they still got the Christmas tree decorations here. This is an ornament melted away. You've got the tree here wrapped in Christmas lights. And then showing that this is where a family lived. You have the swing right here hanging from the branch. Haunting images here. The family that lived here, all that's left of their home is just this arch. If we go down here just a little bit of a way, you can also see the other homes, just their next door neighbors. You can see that also had kids where they were raising a family. A basketball hoop in their driveway, a nice basketball hoop here. The glass backboard has just been melted away and gone. Everything else here is just destroyed. Breathe all of this in for just a second. Take in this destruction, the fear that this community felt as they evacuated, fearing the worst, and now as they look at these pictures, knowing that the worst has come and that their homes are destroyed. We don't know what the death total will be from these fires. That still needs to be looked at. They haven't even had a chance to start combing through these homes and seeing what is in all of this debris. Part of the reason why is they're still fighting this fire. As we look off into the horizon, there's a plume of smoke. This just started recently. We've seen that off and on through the last 2.5 days. Once they sort of got the bulk of this fire out in this neighborhood, there are still embers flying around from all of these hot spots here, starting new fires. So the homes that haven't been destroyed yet, there's still a potential they could be. That is why this is under evacuation. And they're trying to make sure that any homes that did survive don't also now burn. The air here is tough to breathe in. That's why I've got the mask on. It's what has burned here has made this air very challenging on our lungs. And as you can imagine, firefighters that are working 2.5 days straight now are also having that challenge. Steve Nielsen, Fox 10 News.
As these videos of the devastation out there in California continue to come in, Arizonans are stepping up to help their neighbors in need. Fox
10's Lauren Clark joins us live to share what they're doing and how they're trying to help.
Well, John and Christina, it was Mr. Rogers who once said the famous quote, "When there are scary events happening in the world, look for the helpers." And today, Arizonans in their businesses, just personally and in their nonprofits, are stepping up to help their next door state neighbors, California, as they're going through this time, through donations, through money, and through so much more. Rubble and soot is what the California wildfires have reduced Andre Catherine's family home to.
A lot of memories growing up in that house. They've been living in that same house since 1971, so over 50 years.
His parents were forced to leave with very little than the clothes on their backs.
You've lost everything. There's nothing there to go back to.
The Catherine family is one of thousands impacted by the fires. Andre, who now lives in Mesa, set up a GoFundMe page for help. And help is what Arizonans and Arizona businesses are trying to give their neighbors to the west, including Mesquite Fresh Tex-Mex, which will donate 5% of all burrito sales through January to the Los Angeles County Fire Department.
We saw the tragedy that's going on, and we thought it was super important to give back to those people that need it the most.
Also giving a hand, or rather a teddy bear, is Arizona nonprofit Comfort Bears, founded by Mimi Hemel.
So I'm actually a child survivor of Hurricane Katrina, and so I lost my favorite teddy bear in the floodwaters of Katrina. That's kind of what sparked this whole mission for me.
She, alongside Culture Infinity in East Mesa, are hoping to stuff this 2025 QX80 with stuffed animals. All the bears, smiling Garfields, and grinning Hello Kitties will be driven by volunteers next Saturday to give to California kids who lost everything.
Children often don't understand the essential items are essential. They just want that toy, that comfort item that they had to leave behind, and it just helps to bring them comfort and soothe them during such a challenging time.
A small gesture of kindness when there's so much sadness and grief.
There's so much need in this world, especially with all the catastrophes that happen all over the place, that I believe it's our duty to help as much as we can.
And if you're compelled to help, there's plenty of what you can help with. We have the links to the GoFundMe for Andre's parents, as well as Comfort Bears, too, on our website. That's fox10phoenix.com. Reporting live here in Phoenix, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News.
Lauren, thanks. The California wildfires affecting the NFL schedule next week, and it's going to bring the LA Rams here in the Valley to face the Minnesota Vikings at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The NFC wildcard game kicks off 6 o'clock Monday night. Tickets are right now on sale.
And you can join Fox's support of families impacted by the California wildfires. Your donation enables the Red Cross to respond to and help people recover from this major disaster over there. You can visit go.fox/Red Cross, or you can scan that QR code on your screen to support the effort.
Stick with Fox 10, continuing coverage of the wildfires burning in Southern California and the fire burning here in Arizona as well. We'll have live updates here on Fox 10, but you can also head to our website, fox10phoenix.com.
Convicted murderer Lori Vallow returned to court today as her own attorney.
The so-called Doomsday Mom was recently approved to represent herself at trial after being found competent to stand trial. But the Arizona case shaping up to be a much different affair than the case in Idaho. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum now joins us with what happened in court today. This was a little bit weird because she's not a lawyer, clearly.
Exactly. And John, Christina, remember, Lori Vallow has been in the custody of MCSO since November of 2023. She has had a lot of time to do research on her own case, and she's now representing herself. At times today, she did seem prepared, and she had high energy for this 15-minute hearing. And there to watch it for the first time, her sister and mother. In court, she's now known as Lori Daybell, formerly known as Lori Vallow, a judge ordered. She went by Vallow when Chandler police investigated her for conspiring in the murder of her former husband, Charles Vallow. Police say she planned the shooting with her late brother, Alex Cox, in July of 2019.
Was any crime even committed? And where is this evidence? This defense has yet to find any evidence of a conspiracy in the 100,939 pages that have been turned over by the state.
Since the fatal shooting in her Chandler home, Vallow Daybell would stand trial in Idaho, later convicted of killing her two children, JJ and Tylee, and conspiring in the death of Tammy Daybell, the first wife of Chad Daybell, who was sentenced to death for the same crimes, and is Lori's current husband. Now, in her Arizona case, Lori is her own attorney and called out the prosecution.
The state has continued to impede the defense from conducting a defense. This is a violation of the 14th Amendment of our great Constitution and the defense's due process rights.
She argues the state may be holding back evidence as a strategy against the defense. Vallow Daybell claims responses and motions should be sent to her in a timely manner. She wants the state's witness list to be pared down so she can prepare interviews. Finally, she wants all the discovery related to her extradition from Idaho to Arizona.
What does anything in the extradition have to do with the underlying charges? Can you tell me that?
Yeah, it's to find out why all this started when I can't find any evidence that there is. So,
have you read the grand jury transcripts?
I have.
Okay. The grand jury transcripts summarize what the state's evidence they intend to produce at trial.
I understand that.
Vallow Daybell told Judge Boreski she believed she wouldn't be extradited until her appeal in her Idaho case was done.
And there's a lot of things that are mystery questions to the defense that we are entitled to according to the law.
All right. Well, everything you've just told me, none of that would be relevant in the trial in the case in chief.
She also said she's on track for trial that starts in less than 3 months. And Lori's family declined to comment after the hearing. The pre-trial conference is set for March 18th, and after that, trial begins on March 31st with jury selection, specifically for the murder of Charles Vallow. And once that ends, that could take a couple of weeks for the state to present its case, and then it's unknown how long Lori could take for her defense once that trial is over. The second one will be scheduled for the attempted murder of Brandon Boudreaux. I'm Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum.